Good evening, everybody. Thank you to be here. Thank you to connect you to my first conference online here in the Facebook, in my page, Método Manniello. So tonight I have invited you to listen to this conference. I will speak why we get sick and how to act on it. So then I need just 1 minute just to connect again with you with the presentation. So stay there connected, please. And then I will come back with the presentation, and then I can share with you the screen of my presentation. See you soon in 1 minute. Welcome to everybody. So then tonight I will speak why do we get sick and how to act on it. So it's very important to know that quality of life and longevity are words that everybody talk today all around. And we have to understand what happened all around us with the pharmaceutical, with the food lobbies, the milk lobbies. So we have to understand what happened in our body when we take all this food, all these bad things into our body. A lot of people, they know me. And for those that they don't know me, I'm Donato Manniello. I'm doctor in osteopathy and specialist in alternative medicines, healthy habit expert and health coach. So I'm researching for 20 years now about nutrition, what happened when you put the food in your body. And then I will explain you today all my philosophy and all this research. So first of all, we have to know what happened in Europe. So half of the population, they have overweight in Europe, and obesity. 24% of the people, they are obese in Europe. And the children is very, very bad, because 90% of the children, they present obesity. More than United States, they are only 60%. So here we have a big, big problem of culture, of nutrition culture, that we have to change. At the same time, we have to know about the medical system. The consumption of medicine in Europe is very high. It's very high, 48 boxes per year per person. This is a toxicity very important about the medical system. But we have also all the bad air, the pollution in the air is also a form of toxicity. The sedentary lifestyle is also present in Europe. So half of the European population, they don't do exercise. And according to the WHO, is the fourth mortality risk factor when you don't do exercise. It's very important. And also 21% to 25%, they are implicated on the cancer breast or the colon cancers. So it's very important to make exercise. And also these four dimensions, the bad emotion and negative mind, they can produce also a lot of diseases and a lot of toxicity in our body. According to European Research Committee, this is one thing that I am telling now for 20 years, that there are multiple studies and clinical evidence that indicated that degenerative diseases are preventable in very high percentage. So the correct nutrition, detoxification, emotional health, and physical condition, these are the keys that can help us to maintain our health in the best possible conditions. So that's because today we are talking about all these four dimensions. When we're born until 35 years, so we are young, we do all kind of excess, we eat a lot of things, and everything is mixed. And this is the time when we start to do a lot of damage in our body. And then for 35, then we go directly to 70. This is for everybody the same. If we don't do the things well, so this time of life, we can reduce it. And we have only to hear all around us what happened with these young people that died, okay? So when you do the things well, then you can make this life longer. That's because for a long time, I say that the patient have to be treated as a whole in these 4 dimensions: mechanically, energetically, functionally, and emotionally. It's very important. We have to understand what happens when you do wrong combination of the food, and what are the fermentation that you can provoke in your body. So, in this little video, I explain you what is the fermentation. So we have to know that the intestine is made about pieces of skin, a membrane to protect, and a flora. Flora is plenty of bacteria. These bacteria are good bacteria because when the food is coming here, they can absorb the minerals, vitamins they bring through the membrane in the blood circulation. So when you do such combination like carbohydrates and proteins, when you eat carbohydrates, it liberates in your mouth the ptyalin. It's an enzyme that will envelop carbohydrate and start the digestion. And when you eat the proteins, in your stomach comes the pepsine, who cancel directly the action of the ptyalin. And these carbohydrates start to fermentate, and these starches will envelop pepsine, and the protein cannot be digested. So when you do such combination, there is no digestion, but a big fermentation. From this fermentation, you have derived products like acids, ammoniac, alcohol, hydrogen, and these bad products, they will destroy intestinal flora, damage the membrane, and these products, they go also in the blood circulation, produces a lot of diseases. Also, a piece of fermented food come also in the blood and start irritation of the membrane of the cells. And to protect herself, she becomes plenty of water, and this is the first phenomenon of the food intolerances, is the liquid retention and the chronic fatigue. So we have to understand that a food intolerances is an abnormal response of our body to a certain type of food, coloring or preservative, additive, without activating our immune system. So this big fermentation provokes that your pH in your body becomes very acid. When you have an acid pH in your body, so the cells, they cannot breathe, they have no oxygen, and the cells without oxygen, some of them, they die, and some others, they produce a mutation and they become cancer cells. And acid pH, it's like a magnet who attract all these virus, diseases, bacteria in our body, and makes that you have no oxygen in your cells. So reducing oxygen in your body reduce the activity of your cells all around your body, accelerates the aging, premature aging, and causes the general metabolism disorders. So this is very important to maintain an oxygenation in your body by a good nutrition. So the effect of this food intolerances, you can see here you have a lot of symptoms like fatigue, water retention, so bad breath, hair loss. You can have anxiety, depression, irritability, memory problems, difficulties to concentrate. You have the nose blocked, stuffed nose, asthma, sinusitis, the blood pressure, also abdominal pain, anal pruritus, hemorrhoids. So you have a lot of diseases. Also urogenital system, cystitis, urogenital swelling, also joint pain, muscle pain, the skin, also a lot of acne, dermatitis, psoriasis, and also cellulitis, overweight, obesity. So you have a lot of diseases that the medicine, what they can do, they give a medication for that, but they don't see exactly the origin of the problem. So the Otto Warburg, it's a medicine Nobel Prize winner in 1931, said in this time that all diseases are acidic, and where there is alkalinity, there cannot be diseases, included cancer. So that's because with my methodology, you can get a neutral alkaline pH, and then you can have no diseases. Now we are looking a few pictures about some food. So this beautiful combination about salads, fruit, and cheese, summarized with raw vegetables, also meat with potatoes. So what happens when we combine this kind of food? Here we can see that vegetables, they can be combined with everything. So with the proteins, they can be raw or cooked, but the vegetable have to be green. Why I say green? Because if I tell you orange, you will think about carrots. Carrots are carbohydrates and no vegetables. If I say to you yellow, then you can think about corn. Corn is not vegetable, it's carbohydrate. If I say to you white, you can think about cauliflower. Cauliflower is not a vegetable, it's a carbohydrate. So it's very important to know that green vegetables are only available to mix with proteins. Very important. One thing also very, very interesting to know, that vegetables and fruit, they cannot be digested in your stomach. They will be digested in the small intestine. So when you eat vegetable and fruit, they stay for a short time in your stomach, and then they go directly to the duodenum and the small intestine, and there they start their digestion. So now it's very important to know that with carbohydrates, so with pasta, rice, potatoes, the vegetables have to be cooked, because if you eat them raw, the carbohydrates will retain this raw vegetable in your stomach. So, and with the 38 degrees of temperature in your stomach, this vegetable start again a fermentation with all the consequences that you know. So vegetables with carbohydrates, they have to be always cooked vegetable and never raw. So remember, when I told you before, this combination about carbohydrates and proteins, they cannot be together because they cancel the enzyme together and there is no digestion. Now we talk about legumes like lentils, chickpeas, beans. These are complex food. They are made half of carbohydrate and half of proteins. So if we take the example before, if we have carbohydrates in the legumes, I cannot add proteins in my lentils, for example. So sausage or meat. And if I have proteins in my lentils, because they are made also about proteins, I cannot add carbohydrates. So I cannot add carrots, rice, or potatoes in my lentils. So then now you are thinking, so how can I make my lentils now, no, without all this food? It's very simple, because you take a little shot olive oil with the garlic. So then you put your lentils, you cover with water, and then you put salt inside, and this is the base to do your lentils, all kind of legumes. And then you can add all kind of vegetables, but green vegetables, and they have to be cooked all together. And then you will see that you can digest your lentils very well. The fruits, all the cultures all around the world, they put fruit after meal. This is a very wrong mistake, because when you eat fruit after meal, the sweet gives an information to your stomach, and the stomach opens and they let go through the duodenum the food they are not digest. So that's because the fruit, they have to be eaten mid-morning or mid-afternoon. So after meal, never, never, never. You have to wait minimum 2.5 hours before you can eat your fruit. So then after this information, we have to analyze this beautiful hamburger that I'm sure that everybody have it once, or more than once. What do we have here? So we have potatoes and bread. So these are carbohydrates. And carbohydrates, they cannot be mixed with salad, with raw vegetable. So this is a mistake. Second mistake, we cannot mix carbohydrates with proteins, with the meat. And then we have tomatoes here. Tomato is acid fruit. And the acid fruit you cannot mix with meat and with carbohydrates. And then we have this cheese. And you have to know that the milk products cannot be digested by the human. We have no enzyme to digest milk product from any animal. So if we cannot digest, they produce, when you eat it, a lot of fermentation with a lot of hydrogen. And the hydrogen with the casein, the protein of the milk, they will produce a negative effect in your metabolism of your bones, and they produce desmineralization of your bones, producing a premature osteoporosis. And if you get this phenomenon in the adults, in your kids, you are stopping the normal growing of your bones. So it's very important to avoid any milk products. After 1 year of research, I have found that milk, the cow milk, present more than 59 hormones inside. IGF-1 is one of them, is the growing hormone. And this growing hormone is in relation, directly relation with the cancer of ovary, uterus, breast cancer, prostate cancer, testicle cancer, and all the scientifics says that this hormone, the IGF-1, is the mother of all the cancers. So, and another very scientific person in France, they discovered that 40% of the calcium of animal origin cannot be metabolized in your body. Then, if you cannot metabolize it, they stay, this 40% of the calcium stays in your body, producing a lot of cysts, a lot of kidney stone, gallbladder stone, all kind of calcification of your body, of your bones. So, and then the question is, because everybody says, so what about the calcium? The calcium, it's a mineral. It's present in the earth and in the sea. So why I need an intermediary to eat calcium if I can get it directly in the origin? So all vegetables, fruit, cereals, all carbohydrates, water. So you eat every day calcium, but you don't know, because you have to consume all these milk products. So then after this, you are thinking, so what about now the combination of the food? How I have to combine this and this to get healthy? So because of that, I have produced an app that you can get it, and then we are seeing a little short video with this application that I have created right now. So,
welcome to the Manniello Method application. Once downloaded from App Store or Google Play, you must create a username and a password. In the main menu, click on Create Menu. Then unselect in different food groups foods that you don't like or you cannot tolerate. Once you've finished, click on Create Menu and you have your weekly menu from Monday to Sunday. When you click on one day, your daily menu appears with its ingredients. If you click on the hearts, alternatives to food are proposed. Return to the main menu and click on Shopping List and you will get it for the whole week and by food group. Enjoy your meal and keep healthy.
So, okay, so you have shown that it's very easy to get it, and it's very easy to create your own menu. And now I can say that over 5 years, more than 3,000 patients, they follow this philosophy all around the world, and with the positive results for everybody. So the results are the more energy, more vitality, weight loss, suppression of pains, and you can rebalance all the function of your organism. This is very, very, very important. So then, all this philosophy, you can get it in my book. It's now in 6 languages. You can get it in Amazon. And if you want a PDF or ebook, so you can get it into my website and you can download it there. And also the application, the app, you can get it in Google Play App Store. It's available in 6 languages, so it's very easy to create your own menu. Don't forget to visit my website, metodomanniello.com. Then you can get there more information about my philosophy. And all this to get health quality and longevity. Now the question is to know if you are ready to start to reach these goals. And thank you very much for listening to this first presentation online. Here you have my email, so you can get my email, you can write me, and then it would be a pleasure to accompany you in this new philosophy of life. And if you have other questions, I will answer directly to you. Otherwise, we stay in touch, and I will say thank you to follow me, to all these people. They follow me and they get so fantastic results. And thank you again to be here, and till the next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye. So hello again. So I hope you enjoy my presentation. I will stay connected every time. So if you need some help to start this new philosophy, don't hesitate to contact me, to write me, and it would be a pleasure to be with you in this new life philosophy. So thank you very much again to connect with me, and I say hello until the next time. Bye bye.